Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the ACC, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Horvat. Quarterback moving. Finds some fresh air. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go there.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Tulane right back to the line. On this defense wants to bring some pressure. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Tulane right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Run in the red zone, it's Turner. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The inside handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Horvath. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now, at the same page.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Turner. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on second down. He'll run it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Myers on the move. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'll send the tight end in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. Finding open areas. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the quarterback takes a knee. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee.
I understand the approach. Let's just get to halftime, right? You're trailing, not in a good position to go after more points. Play conservative, go into halftime, make some adjustments.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out.